reason.
Bro, we had so much overlap. I don't even want to give a card anymore. But
Don't give a card.
No, stop. It's not how this is going to work. It's not how this is going to work because I'm so much better than you that I'm going to change your luck by being so good.
Hey, how about you? How about you hit Immortal, all right, buddy?
All right, yeah, that's a great point. You know what?
Good evening, degenerates, or good morning for my friends down under in Australia. It is the NFL episode of the week for Degen. The Friday episodes, we posted the Wednesday roundup on Wednesday, recapping all the action from last week. We gave you an electric episode yesterday on Thursday.
One of the best.
One of the best college episodes we've given out.
Dingo, baby.
We had a game of the year, a game of the month, the parlay that Mario said gut feel's gonna hit this week.
It's a dream bet.
It's destiny. We paid $650. We'll recap at the end of the show. And I think this show's gonna be just as electric. We have some huge NFL games, and I cannot wait to talk about these and get into the bets. So without further ado, let's talk some NFL action. We are starting out the week with an absolutely electric game. In Frankfurt, Germany. Usually these overseas games are between like two average teams. We already saw an electric overseas game in Bills-Jags. Between two really good teams.
And Falcons-Jags.
This one's that's whatever. This one's way better. We have some people who think the Dolphins are the best or the second best team in the NFL. We talked about it on Wednesday. And we have some people who are very confident in the Chiefs being the best team in the NFL. So we sent two of our best over to Germany. Let's see what happens. Chiefs minus 2.5 over under 50.5. Mario, I'm gonna start this week out with you. Where are you leaning in the 6 a.m. Pacific time early kickoff in Germany?
Right now, currently, I am leaning on surprisingly the Dolphins plus 2.5.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I just think similar to what the 49ers are going through. I thought last week, I just feel like that's kind of, for the Chiefs, going to be a similar path for them. I think they're going to find a little rough patch.
You think they start sliding?
Yeah, I think they start sliding a little bit. Nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. He's great. I think Chiefs will still be there probably in the AFC Championship. But, I don't know. I think you're seeing this year specifically that their points are going down. They're just not in that flow right now. Yeah. And even before that loss, past few weeks have been kind of hit or miss. And Dolphins, I just think, honestly, at this point, just have go off like Tyreek, just huge game.
Like every game.
They're finally starting to involve Waddle. Yeah, I was gonna say Waddle really was game quiet in the beginning of the year. They're starting to get him involved too. So
Waddle, big game. So I like the over in this game though. I really like the over 50.5. I think that's probably the big play. Would not be surprised if the Chiefs cover, but I just think points.
Okay, points. Mike, I have a feeling that people know where you're going here, given that you have the Dolphins as the number 1 or 2 team in the league.
Wow.
What?
Like the sound of a dolphin, Like,
give that one more time.
Well, no,
just one more time.
We can just All right,
edit it again. Replay that.
All right. Yeah. On the very surface level, here's why I'm going to take the Dolphins. They're from Miami. Yeah. Miami knows how to party. Miami understands what it's like to be on sleep deprivation, not get, just play a little bit on a low energy type basis. Kansas City,
I love that,
does not know how to party. They're in Kansas. Like Dorothy said, we ain't in Kansas no mo, and that's what they're going to be doing in Germany. They're not going to be in Kansas no mo.
Kansas City's where?
It's not in Kansas.
It's not in Kansas.
It's close, but it's not.
All right.
It's not in Kansas.
Part of it is.
It's in Missouri.
It's in Missouri, technically.
Dude, even better. Missouri, all they have is just moonshine and nothing.
Just moonshine.
That's all they have there.
And 2 Super Bowls in the past.
Okay, no, keep going. Right. Yeah, I just want.
Anyway, sorry, that was very surface level. On the not so surface level,
Devon A. Chain.
No, no, he's not playing. But I do think the Dolphins have a much more consistent offense. And I think playing overseas does make it a lot more difficult. Them just being able to have a more reliable way of scoring versus the Chiefs, who have looked stagnant this past year, especially when Travis can get actually covered. I'm going to go with Dolphins, and like Mario, I'm going to go with the over 50.5, a little bit larger.
Ooh, you guys are both on over. That's a little interesting. One of the best bets in sports is actually NFL overseas unders. Unders in the overseas games are locks, and this is one of those where the over-under, the difference in the percentage of bets and the money is crazy. 76% of bets are on the over.
Yep.
83% of the money's on the under.
I love that.
So
They don't know something.
a lot of big bets on
They
the
don't
under.
understand.
They might not know something, but I tend to think that I like to follow the good money.
Yeah.
So I'm all over the under here, 50.5, and I think the Dolphins just win. So I'm taking the plus 2.5.
Yeah, I do love the under here. I love the stat of the betting action helps more, but like people are going to underestimate this Chiefs defense. They had one bad game last week. They've been playing great.
They've been great all year.
They've been great all year and super underrated. And I think this is a game where they step up big. And I think this is just going to be a low, slow-moving game than people think it's going to be because Chiefs defense is going to be good. But I love the Chiefs by 2.5. I mean, Dolphins never show up against good teams. They haven't, and they won't, in my opinion. And I like the under. So those are my 2 picks.
Yeah, you're right. No, the Dolphins have struggled
They struggle against the
Yeah,
good
they
teams.
ghost. They ghost.
They're really good.
They swim away.
Yeah.
Are the Chiefs still in that good team bucket, though? They lost to the Broncos.
Well, also overseas, everything changes. They can't speak German. You know, the announcers
Well, I
are
was
saying
gonna say
things.
you said overseas unders are one of the best bets, but that's mostly in London. We're in Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
If Frankfurt's anything like the soccer team, they score. So I think the NFL score.
They also have the Autobahn in Germany.
That's
That's well said.
What is your pick, Tay? What would you like to say? Jesus.
Bang.
I actually love the Dolphins here. You know, like we said, they kill bad teams. They lose to good teams. However, the last couple good teams that they have played, like the Eagles, they didn't have Xavier Howard. They had so many calls not go their way, and they didn't have Jalen Ramsey either. Both of those players are going to be back this week. They're going to be playing in Frankfurt. Their defense is going to be much better than it has been, and I think Mike McDaniels can do the same thing that the Broncos did last week and be like, "Hey, we're going to double Travis Kelce and shut them down." I think this is. I don't think the Chiefs will be able to. I mean, you think that maybe his defense can step up and stop the Dolphins' offense. You cannot stop Tyreek Hill. I mean,
Nope.
everyone thinks that maybe you can't. You can't. You just can't.
He's
just
too
that.
fast.
He's
Yeah.
just too
No,
fast.
you can't.
A stat that
he's just that good.
I forgot to say, I do want to throw out there. Taylor Swift will not be at the game.
Oh, yeah. She
Can
doesn't.
we say one thing though? Can we not forget that Andy Reid is probably the greatest offensive coach in the history of the sport? If
Yeah,
not,
he's
I
good.
I don't think anyone
he's
forgot
good.
about
But I'm
that.
saying
he's
like, so when they're going to double team Kelsey and then
She doesn't
they're
have-
going to be screwed.
Taylor's not there though.
No, it's not about.
I feel
Yeah,
like that conflicts.
Taylor's
Like
not
you got Andy Reid, but Taylor's not
So,
there.
The Dolphins don't show up and the Dolphins don't show
so
up.
that means Travis ain't scoring.
He can still have 100.
No anytime touchdown.
No.
No touchdown.
and in the game too.
Under of any time touchdown.
He's not scoring either way. He might
Nah.
score. He might score. It's Germany.
Kill a trap.
Yeah, it's kill a trap. All right. Now going back over to this side of the pond, 4 electric games we have to talk about. Seahawks at Ravens, 2 teams that are exceeding expectations. Baltimore minus 5.5. Over under is 43. Tate, I'm going back to you for this one. This game, people might have not thought is as good of a game preseason as it is now. I mean, these teams, Seahawks especially, people might have thought the Ravens are good. Seahawks are killing it. They look great.
Yeah, the Seahawks are like oddly, kind of creeping up on the 49ers here.
Very much so.
division.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who thought of that
Yeah,
preseason?
yes.
I don't think we had anyone say
It's a little,
that.
little freaky.
He did.
The Seahawks are my dark
I'm
horse.
joking.
Oh, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean the Seahawks, especially at home, like they might have one of the best 12th man in the entire NFL. But they're gonna be on the road in Baltimore this week.
Yep.
Super tough place to play. I kind of don't really care. I feel like the Ravens really play like we heard Lamar Jackson tweet about how I don't care about covering spreads or your bets or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they win games. Like I actually think the Ravens win this game, but I think the
Win by
Seahawks just
3.
stay within the points.
within them.
You like the number.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks with the points. Yeah, plus
Wow.
the 5.5.
Okay.
I think they're a gritty team. I think they're a better defense than people give them credit for. I think it's gonna be a low scoring affair, and the Seahawks cover 5.5.
Yeah, 5-2 on the season. I mean, you can't really argue with results.
No, literally. Mario made a great point. Lamar Jackson against the NFC. I think you said 17-1.
17-1.
17-1. They will not lose this game. However, I do think it stays in the points. The Seahawks always play tight games against any opponent. I love the plus 5.5 here, but I do think Ravens win. I think Ravens win. Just a nice little Justin Tucker like last second field goal or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't bet a Seahawks under. I don't know why. It might hit, but it just goes against my blood. I'm going over 43 here. There'll be points in my opinion in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you there on the over. I like points here. Lamar Jackson against the NFC. Mario mentioned, I think, in the Wednesday recap about how efficient and insane he is against NFC teams. I think this is a spot at home. They can really take care of business. So I like the over of 43, and I also lean because of that on the Ravens minus the 5.5. The Ravens are really, really good. I didn't think they would be really good. They might not even be the best team in the division, to be honest, with the way the Bengals are playing. But those are two teams that are absolutely at the top of the NFL. Both, I think we could maybe unanimously agree in the top 7. Some people would put them in the top 5. I would probably put them both in the top 5 right now. But yeah, I'm going to just go over and Baltimore minus the points. I could see this being a close game, so not a huge bet on the Ravens. I like the over more.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go Baltimore minus the points. But I'm actually going to go under here.
He's going to agree with me.
Well, I agree with half of you.
50-50, yeah.
Yeah. But the reason why is actually when you look at points allowed per game, Ravens actually end up ranking number 1 at 15.1 points per game. They have a very, very stout defense. And I'm all for the Seahawks offense. I think DK, Lockett, both they've shown who they can be. JSN's starting to show up.
Jake
Kenneth
Bobo.
Walker.
I dropped him in fantasy.
Kenneth Walker has the ability to just absolutely make some big touchdowns, big plays. But I don't think they've gone up against a defense as stout as the Ravens this year, and I think they're going to be able to shut them down. I don't think they're going to be.
Browns last week.
What's up?
Played the Browns last week.
Browns are absolutely a stout defense.
Okay.
That is a fair point. Regardless, I think being number 1 in points allowed per game means something.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Browns actually aren't first in that.
I'm sure they're like 2 or 3.
The last couple weeks been shootouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go with the Ravens here. I'm going to go with the under because I don't think they're going to keep scoring and just blow them out by 50.
Fair.
But yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm actually going to be on the same two sides as Tyler here. I'm going to be on the Ravens minus the points, and I just think it goes over. So I think the Ravens cover. I think they win by a touchdown. I think it's still going to be a tough game. Seahawks offense, you can't underestimate them. The one thing, though, is that Geno Smith tends to come up a bit small against like those upper echelon teams. I think he kills it against like the middle of the pack teams, but the second you get like a ton of pressure in his face, he starts to look a little bit more like Geno Smith pre-Seattle. Yeah. Not to say it won't be a good game, though. I think it's still going to be tough, but I just think Ravens pull this out in the end.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we're riding together.
Yep.
I like it. Ravens in the over. Next game might be my favorite game of the week.
Yeah.
The biggest game.
This game, I mean, there's a lot.
I don't know about
the slate
sure.
this week is crazy. I mean, we have so many games that you could look at objectively and be like, this is the best game of the week, and no one could argue with you.
Yeah.
But this one's definitely one of them. Cowboys at Eagles, Philadelphia -3. Total is 46. I just want to start this one off here. This is my all-in NFL bet of the week. If I were to mortal NFL games, this would be it. I am taking everything Eagles I can in this game.
Wow.
Every single thing Eagles. The Cowboys, I do not think are that good. They're one of the toughest teams to bet against, though, because you either hit it or you really miss. I feel like you're not sweating a lot of Cowboys lines.
No.
Like last week, I bet against the Cowboys with the Rams plus I think 6.5. That line was dead at kickoff. It was dead at kickoff. The Cowboys were flying around.
Yeah.
I think that's really recent in people's minds. I think people are like, wow, the Cowboys are really good. They can put up points. The Eagles, best record in the NFL at home, but they haven't looked that convincing. Like we keep saying it week after week. We're like, this team really isn't getting me there as much as they were last year. But this is a game the Eagles really, really care about. I mean, this is one they had to have had circled on their calendar.
Yeah.
They get the Cowboys at home. This is like really solidifies the division, to be honest. I mean, if they win this game, it's going to be hard for them to drop as many games in a row and lose the tiebreaker to the Cowboys. So I really like Eagles here. You'll see when I have my card, but I have basically every Eagles side you can take here, like first quarter, half, team total, the side. So Eagles minus the 3. I'm not even betting on the total, just Eagles, Eagles, Eagles.
This is a tough one. I mean, this is going to be a really good game regardless. The Eagles, for me, they haven't played a defense all year, or like at all. They've scored points on every team, and they've been battling in a lot of close games, whether it's the Patriots, the Commanders, you name it. I just think the Cowboys just defensively are going to be able to put up a fight against these Eagles.
Ooh.
If I had to pick a side, this will not be on my card. I'll bet Cowboys +3. I just think as a whole, they look better. There's not moments where the Eagles' offense is just carrying their team and their defense, which is weird for us because they have a really talented defense, we thought, going into the year, and they've been giving up a ton of points to a lot of teams. So I'm going to lean Cowboys, but I actually really love the over here. I think regardless how it goes, even if Cowboys win, the Eagles are going to battle back. They have an insane wide receiver core, very good quarterback, insane offensive line. I think that regardless, they're going to score. And the Cowboys last week Dak looked like he finally like actually said, "Hey, I'm going to score," instead of just waiting for his defense
And
to
they
play.
rode CeeDee Lamb.
That's what I'm saying. Like you ride your CD is very good at football, and people forget that. Use your best wide receiver and one of the best wide receivers, and I think this will be over. I love the over. Love the over.
Wow. Taters?
Yeah, I mean, I think something really similar. The Philadelphia's secondary is not the same as they were last year. I mean, last year they had, probably number one secondary in the NFL, which
really good.
and for some reason this year they're a little bit struggling. Their defensive line is still really awesome. I think it's gonna be a really great game to watch, fun game to watch. I think I'm just gonna take the Cowboys and the points. I really think this is such a game that matters to the Cowboys a lot more than it does to the Eagles. Because,
Really?
well, it's a big game for both teams, but I think you have to get up if you're the Cowboys because you cannot win the division if you don't win this game against the Eagles.
Yeah,
Eagles can
No,
force
that's
it.
true.
my logic's kind of, I get that, but as far as like who's the bigger game for, I mean, the Eagles just went to the Super Bowl, and they're like, I feel like the Cowboys kind of know they're going to be the wild card. I get this for the division. They're 5-2. Eagles are 7-1. I feel like this is like the Cowboys are almost locked in to the 5 seed no matter what.
Yeah.
And like they almost can't. I mean, I guess they could technically, if they ran the table and something crazy happened, be the 1 overall seed, but they're probably not going to get a bye. So I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys
And the
kind of.
NFC is trash, so like it's very.
Yeah, they'd have to
possible.
beat the Eagles, 49ers. Yeah,
The 49ers have 3 losses.
they
You know
could
what I
be
mean?
there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Eagles are just going to get up.
No, that's why I think there's arguments for both sides. I think it's going to be a great game, but I'd lean the Cowboys.
Fair. Maybe I'm on my own here. Mike?
Similar to Tate, I am not going to be taking a side here.
Similar to Ryan.
Tate just took a side.
He just took Cowboys minus.
He said Cowboys.
Yep. Just all right. Well, forget it. I'm on my own. I'm only taking a total here. I'm gonna go with the over.
You go ahead.
I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the over 46. As Tate was talking about, the Eagles really don't have the secondary that we saw previously. And in my opinion, very sneakily, holy smokes, the Cowboys have been putting up points, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where this came. In my opinion, I don't know where it came from. But it's gonna be a shootout. I think similar to what we saw with the Eagles and Commanders last week. AJ Brown and that receiver core is unstoppable. They also have a solid running back game with DeAndre Swift. Jalen Hurts loves to win. He knows how to win, and
Loves to win.
Loves to
he
win.
loves
He's
to
a
do
big
it.
win. He's a big winner.
winner.
He's a big winner.
Except for when
He's a winner.
Yeah.
He's not a loser.
I'm gonna go with the over, and that's all I'm taking. I'm excited for a good game, though.
Ooh, Mario. Am I by myself here? Is anyone else on the Eagles?
About to find out. My big play here is going to be the over, but I'm also going to take the Eagles -3, so you will not be alone.
Let's go.
For me, this game is tough, especially like when you just look at it on paper. But I think for me, what gave me the edge to go towards the Eagles really was the fact that like just over the course of Dak's career, like consistently, like these Cowboy teams, whenever there's like a ton of pressure or expectations on them,
They lose.
he kind of just comes up short.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just going with the home team here, just to cover the points. Eagles, oddly enough, when we were talking earlier in the season, like Jalen Hurts wasn't looking good in the beginning of the season. Now, like, and the defense was holding them like for their wins.
Yeah.
Now it's like reversed. Now the offense is flying for the Eagles, but now the defense is looking a little suspect. But I think the defense gets up for this game. And obviously, I think you can't have the Cowboys not putting up any points. I think Dak, whether it's going to be garbage time or maybe he comes out of the gate hot, I think they're going to put up points. So that's why I love the over in this. But give me the Eagles -3.
Wow.
Love it.
All right. Yeah. This is going to be a great game
That
to
should
watch.
be- it's
And-
gonna be a
That's
great
gonna be a
game.
It's
very
gonna be a
exciting
great game to watch. And I mean, the next game, the Sunday night game, some would argue even just as good, if not a better game. Bills at Bengals.
Yeah.
Sunday night
Oh, yeah.
football. Cincinnati -2.5. The total's 48.5. Ryan, I'm going to start here with you.
Quarterback.
There's two great AFC teams.
Yeah.
I think quarterback duel.
They'll be seeing each other again, in my opinion, probably.
Ooh, when?
Like they did
AFC
last year.
championship.
AFC. No, AFC championship.
not
No,
AFC
Mahomes in the game. But they played it last year. They played the divisional game. Yeah, I just have to go Bills +2.5 here. I think the Bills are going to get really hot right now. I just have a feeling getting Gabriel Davis back into the offense for the first time in 6 weeks was great to see last week. And like Diggs is doing his thing. And
Diggs has been doing his thing all year.
yeah, Diggs is Diggs. Josh Allen, Last week he looked great. He bounced back after 2 bad losses, 2 out of 3 weeks of bad losses. I just think the Bills are gonna win here with their defense, and I just think I like the under 48.5. I think it's too many points. It's in Cincinnati. If it was in Buffalo, I would see more points because the Bills would be putting up a lot of points. But I just think that Cincinnati, they don't need to go crazy, and like Bills defense, their cornerbacks are very good. So I just think it'll be a low scoring game.
Wow.
But I like the Bills.
Tate, where's your head at here?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my roots here and say that this has happened every year since Joe Burrow's been in the league. He starts out slow, and my lord, he gets hot at the end of the year. I'm going to ride the Bengals until they don't cover or until they lose or whatever. It's just ridiculous. It's like it's a script from heaven, I guess.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, I absolutely love the over in this game. It's going to be a shootout in Cincinnati. I think Joe Burrow is just going to roll again. He's back dialed. He's got his receivers. It's going to be a fantastic game, but the Bengals cover easily.
Wow, cover easily. Looking at the numbers for this game, I think a lot of the public thinks like you do with the over there. I mean, you have over 80% of the bets on the over 48.5. I think this is way too many points. I'm going to ride with Ryan on the under here. I love the under 48.5. That's my big play, but I'm riding with you on the Bengals theory. Josh Allen, as you all know, if you've been watching for more than a week, I am not a fan. I think the Bills aren't as good as people think they are. I think Josh Allen, in big moments, this is a regular season game, so who knows, he might show up. But in big moments, this is a playoff-like atmosphere, Sunday Night Football, primetime in Cincinnati. I haven't seen him show up when I needed it, so I love the under. I love low-scoring game, but Bengals will cover the 2.5 under the 48.5.
I personally could not agree more with Tate. And actually this time, I am all over the Bengals -2.5. I am all over the over. I don't think Joe Burrow can be stopped. As you could see over the past 2 weeks, he's really, really starting to heat up. And as for defenses, Josh Allen, everyone knows Josh Allen can score. Bengals are very middle of the pack. They're number 16 in the league. They allow 20.6 points per game. But here's the thing. Josh Allen, as we've joked about on this podcast for weeks and weeks, loves to throw picks. And the Bengals rank number 2 in turnover differential at +7. I think that's going to be what's going to be a game changer here. I'm going to go with the over, and I think that's why the Bengals are going to cover.
Nice stat. Nothing
Love
to
that,
say.
Thank you.
Mike. I love that, Mike.
Thank
Leave
you.
me by myself. Mike.
That tracked really
Keep
well.
me on my
Thank
island.
you.
Gosh, there's just so much I want to say about this game. Just my hands are tied. I can't say anything until some events happen. So at this point, I just have to say Bills +2.5.
Ooh, what the f***? Give me some. I thought there was no way in hell I was getting Bills +2.5.
Wow. Wait, I'm confused.
I'm so
at what
confused.
happened.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
just-
confused on
No,
this.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Bills +2.5.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not completely sure what
I don't
that
even know
means.
Yeah,
what's
I'm
going on.
confused. I'm
I don't know.
confused.
You don't need to understand it.
Maybe we get that decoded in future episodes.
Maybe
No.
maybe not. Who knows?
Well, just wait and
Okay.
see.
Well,
Wait and see.
Live hedge, I don't know what it is.
All right, there you have it. Last game, Monday Night Football, another primetime game. A game people may not think is the best game,
We went bang bang.
I love this game.
but I love this game.
Yo, this game is-
Chargers
It's
at
gonna be a great game.
Jets.
Great game.
Chargers -3 on the road. The total's 41.5.
It's just beautiful.
I mean, I know you love the game. I'm starting over there with you. How do you feel here? What do you love about this game?
I mean, I love everything about the Jets in this game. This is Jets, and some more Jets. Jets +3 is free here. Don't believe in Justin Herbert in this spot. When he faces like a top defense, you see him just like completely collapse.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, he gets a little flustered, starts missing the easy throws. He's gonna get hit a few times by this Jets front. This Jets defense is legit, dude.
Yep.
Yep.
And because of that, I like the under. And Zach Wilson, baby, and Brees Hall just carried the Jets to the promised land.
Wow.
So, but Jets +3.
But you love the Jets.
For NFL, this is probably going to be my like actual big bet.
Wow.
It's just going to be Jets +3.
Wow. Mike?
But I love the under too.
I'm with Mario. I am all
yes.
over the Jets +3. I think Brees Hall is really just going to run them into the win right there. Just bing, bang, boom.
Run
And
them
it's
into the
also
win.
exactly
Run
as
into
Mario
the
said.
win. It's gonna be
Justin
tough to
Herbert really only gets these wins against shitty defenses, i.e., for example, the 3 wins. Bears, Raiders, Vikings.
Yep.
Bears and Raiders.
Terrible.
Bleh, bleh. right? And so, bleh. And the Vikings, bleh. And so, you
Wait,
know,
what with the Vikings?
I hope C's not watching.
Add some meat.
oh yeah, sorry, C. Shout out C.
Friend of
the pod. But Jets +3, under 41.5. Chargers can't score against a good defense. Bing, bang, boom, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
That's so
I did
much
not.
logic.
Yeah, preseason I had the under of the Jets win total. I think I'm throwing in the towel on that bet. I think the Jets go over, and I think this is one of their wins. I mean, as currently constructed, the AFC playoff picture, the Jets are included in that playoff mix. They're 4-3. They would be tied for the 6th spot
There's just no chance.
in the playoffs. I mean, in Aaron
We're
Rodgers.
halfway there.
Yeah, they're saying Aaron Rodgers is coming back this season. This is a storyline to follow.
Script of
Oh,
all
yeah.
This is the
The
script
best
writers.
script writing.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
loving it so much. I'm all over the Jets +3 here in prime time at home. You're getting a home underdog. You're getting a team that is in the playoff mix. They got some momentum. The city's starting to rally behind them, especially after that huge comeback win last week.
Yeah.
Almost looked impossible to beat the Giants. The Giants found a way to lose.
That was
Unbelievable.
awesome. There was fans running back in the stadium after they found out that the Giants missed that field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Crazy. I mean, you gotta love it. New York Bowl. Yeah, Justin Herbert's trash. This is Jets the easy way.
Love that.
Jets the easy way.
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely obliterate the Chargers -3 here. Like, the Jets scored 7 points before 21 seconds left in that game against a terrible Giants defense. Giants getting rolled over.
Still won.
I mean, no, they won. Fair is fair. They win. But it will not happen this week. Chargers are just a better overall team, head to toe, in my opinion. Only thing Jets have for defense, but they've been banged up a lot with Sauce Gardner and Williams Quincy. So I just think that they're going to be slow. They're not going to score a lot of points. Chargers can put up 24. Jets can't, in my opinion. And that's why I think Chargers roll -3. Easy.
Wow.
Oh, I love the under, by the way. Love the under.
I love the under too.
I also love the under.
Love the under. That's all I have.
I'm gonna have to agree with Ryan actually here. Like I said last week, the Chargers low-key have a sneaky like run defense, and that's the only thing the Jets can do with Breece Hall because Zach Wilson cannot throw the football. I'm gonna be all over the Chargers on Monday Night Football -3.
Yep.
It's
The
gonna be
only
Wow.
touchdowns have been a Breece Hall broken 70-yard touchdown.
I feel like he does.
I mean,
a
he's
lot, though.
he's due.
I feel
Every
like
game.
he's due. He's
Every
ever
game
since,
he's
7
due.
points.
ever
Chargers are gonna
since,
score more
ever
than 7
since Mike traded him in fantasy, he's been a top 5 running back.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mario.
Great trade.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great trade.
Thank you.
Just for anyone who hasn't been following, Mike gave away Breece Hall and Christian Kirk
Got Brandon
for
Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk. So
To be fair, I had good depth at the position
good
at the
depth,
time.
great depth.
At the time.
We're just gonna leave it at that though. It's a trade. It's interesting.
Tony Pollard, Brian
Tony Pollard.
Robinson.
You got Tony Pollard. You got
Great
Tony
depth.
Pollard.
Breece
You
Hall.
must be like 3rd or 4th in the league.
All right, shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. Shut your stupid dirty mouth. You
For background,
dirty little
he's
boy.
not. Anyways, those were our
stupid
marquee
boy.
games.
Electric
5
week.
big matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many big games, and I know some of us have larger cards than others. Maybe myself included there. So, without further ado, let's get into the NFL cards. Let's get right into it. It is time for all of us to
Let's
tell
get
you
down to
our
business.
best bets of the week for NFL, starting, as always, on the right side with Tate.
Okay, starting off, we're going to go with the Falcons -5 against the Vikings this week. Vikings do not have a quarterback. Josh Dobbs is not starting this week. I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm going to take the team with a quarterback. Browns -8 versus the Cardinals. Same thing. Josh Dobbs is gone. I don't know if Clayton Tune's going to play. I'll take the Browns. Bills Bengals over 48.5 shootout. Bengals also -2.5 against the Bills. Dolphins +2.5 against the Chiefs in Germany. And let's go with the Saints -7.5 versus the Bears. Raiders -2.5 versus the Giants. Cowboys +3 at the Eagles. And the Chargers -3 at the Jets on Monday night.
Woo! That was clean.
Nice and clean.
Nice and
Clean
easy.
card. Clean card.
I'll make it nice and clean for you also. We got the Chiefs -2.5 versus the Dolphins. They don't show up. They won't this week. In Germany, we got Ravens Seahawks over 43 and the Ravens team total over of 24. Score points, Ravens win. Points, Ravens win. Saints -7.5 versus the Bears. Regardless who's back on that quarterback side, I think the Saints defense will be fine. The Patriots -3.5 versus Commanders. This line should not even exist. It should be Commanders -3.5. Like, Commanders are way better than the Patriots, in my opinion. Not even close.
Mac Jones.
I think it's
I mean,
close.
Commanders been playing the Eagles, people's best team in the world, to overtime into a one-score game. So call it how you want to call it. I love that.
Divisional game.
I'm betting it because it makes no sense.
My God.
Bills +2.5 versus the Bengals. I just like the Bills. We already talked about it. Chargers, Jets under 41.5, including the Jets team total under of 19.5. I think the Chargers win, and there's 0 points scored in the game. Raiders -2.5 versus the Giants. The Giants are an embarrassment to the league, worst team in the league, and have the worst contract in the history of sports. Shout out Daniel Jones. Shout out the race for the worst with Deshaun Watson. And then we have
Catching strays over
Yeah,
there.
that was
and then
harsh.
we have Browns -8 versus the Cardinals. I mean, should be an absolute murder. And to top it off, we have the Cardinals team total under of 16.5. There's no chance with whatever the fuck his name is.
Clayton Tune.
Clayton Tune. This
Shout
guy
out
versus
Clayton Tune.
against
My
one of
guy.
the best defenses in all the league.
Yeah,
Lock it up.
I love that. If you've been following along with the program,
This is the
started-
big one.
I started off really, really hot in NFL. I was second best on the pod besides Mike. And the more games I pick, the worse it gets.
So what he decided to do?
This week
The less
is
concise.
this week is a
and-
line in the sand game. Week.
Games.
Line in the sand week of games. I have 22 picks. There are 13 games this
This is
weekend.
the one.
Oh my.
This is everyone's
Lock in. If you've ever thought what I've said makes any sort of sense, listen to what I'm telling you right now.
Or fade everything.
This is the week. 22 picks, guaranteeing at least 16 wins. At least 16 wins.
Always pick for free.
Every
That's
pick
it.
for free.
Oh, every time you've said that, it's been bad.
No, it's been good. It's been good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it
I'm
done.
ready for this.
It's gonna be good now.
Strapped in.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
be good now.
No, I
Strapped
think
in.
so.
Dolphins +2.5. Dolphins Chiefs under 50.5. Ravens -5.5. Ravens Seahawks over 43. Eagles -3. Eagles first quarter -0.5. Eagles first half -2.5. Eagles team total over 24.5. Bengals -2.5. Bengals Bills under 48.5. Jets +3 and the under in that game 41.5. Commanders +3.5 at New England. Commanders Patriots also under 40.5. Texans -2.5 over the Bucks. Bears +7.5 over the Saints. Bears Saints over 41. Bears overs are so back, baby. Cardinals +8 at Cleveland. For some reason, I feel like they cover this number, and I also like the under. I don't think the Browns score, so Cardinals Browns under 37.5. Falcons -5 at home against the Vikings, and last Packers -3 against the Rams.
Oh my lord.
That is a card.
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
That's.
The best of luck to you this week,
Yeah,
bro.
best
That's
of luck.
unloading the clip.
I
like-
love that you unloaded the clip and took like a bunch of risks. I love that.
No, I had to. I like how Mike was trying to like add emphasis, and if you look at his notes, he just scribbled out next to his picks. Didn't actually change any picks.
Yeah, with that, no,
Didn't change one pick.
no, it's fair. Yeah,
Wow.
that's fair.
Not one
That's
pick.
fair.
Exposed, Mike. I was
That's
confused
fair.
what he was
Why?
doing
No,
there.
he's not,
that's
that's
fair.
not a true
He's
rider.
trying
right
to
there.
he's trying to get in the way of
That's
my
not a
card,
rider.
just scribbling nonsense next to his.
not
He's
a rider.
always trying to needle Tyler
I
and
know,
angle
there's no
him.
reason.
Bro, we had so much overlap. I don't even want to give a card anymore. But
Don't give a card.
Whoa.
No, stop. It's
Cross
not how
out
this
the
is gonna
games.
work.
Cross
It's
out
not
the
how
games.
this is gonna work because I'm
out the
so much
games.
better than you that I'm gonna change your luck by being so good.
Hey, how about you?
Bang.
How about you hit Immortal, all right, buddy?
All right, yeah, that's a great point. You know what? I
Lost 4 in a row.
apologize. No,
you
I
didn't win one in
apologize.
October,
I apologize.
so
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
No,
why
I'm
don't you go ahead and cross out those games for real? Then?
No, I'm sorry.
Be
No,
a
I'm
man
sorry.
about it.
No, I'm
You
sorry.
did it on the podcast.
No, I'm
Do it.
sorry.
All right, get out your card.
All right, Fins -2.5 is where we're gonna start. We're gonna
They're
go
+2.
They're
Plus,
not minus
plus
2.5.
2.5.
Fins +2.5
Unless you're
against the
old
Chiefs. Ravens -5.5 against the Seahawks. We're gonna go Bills, Bengals over 48.5. Rams +3 against the Packers. I have to ride. I'm a Rams fan. Commies, Patriots under 40.5. Cardinals, Browns under 37.5. Falcons -5 against the Vikings. Giants, Raiders under 37.5. There's literally no offense in either of those teams. They're like under 10. Eagles team total over 24.5. 9 picks. Bang.
Wow. Tyler does well. You do well.
Bang. Hey,
I'm not gonna say anything.
bang.
We'll see. We'll have to pick speak for
What?
themselves
Hey,
this week.
what if we both hit 100% in NFL?
No, you're
Come on.
it's an enemy. I'm not.
Like, you
No,
can't
no,
dap
no,
him
no.
up after you tried to angle the little
No,
fake
I wasn't
crosses.
trying to angle
It's
it.
personal.
Angle shoot
Needle
down
I
there,
wasn't
needle
trying.
there.
I
The
was
needle
jo-
or the
I was
ultimate
joking.
needle.
It's
I was
personal.
joking.
This week's personal.
No, I was joking.
This
Come
week's
on.
personal.
Come
It's all
on.
business.
It's personal.
It's
Hey, I
personal.
was joking.
Go ahead,
We're
Mario.
going
It's
on a
personal.
business trip.
I'm straight comedy.
It's business. It's personal.
Clown.
All right, starting with my card, I'm gonna go Dolphins +2.5 against the Chiefs. Frankfurt game. Shout out, Frankfurt game. That's all I gotta say. Rams +3 against the Packers. Saints Bears over 41. I wanted to get the Saints minus 7.5, but something just feels weird about this game. So just give me the over.
Yeah, Bears overs, baby.
Bears overs, baby. They're back.
yeah.
They're back.
It feels bad.
Back and better than ever.
But not bad.
No, Bajan's gonna show something.
Yeah, shout out.
He
Tyson.
tried
Shout
last week.
out Tyson. Friend of the pod. Cowboys Eagles over 46. Jets +3 against the Chargers. And I totally forgot Josh Dobbs was traded to Minnesota, so the Cardinals are just dead.
Yeah, dead.
Oh,
So,
yeah, they're super
Throw it out.
dead.
Browns -8 against the Cardinals, and give me the under 37.5.
Bang.
Little double dip.
There it is.
Double dip.
There are all the cards
Bing,
this
bang, boom.
week. Some
bang.
small, some large, but we're giving you alpha. We're giving you picks. We're doing what we can over here.
Yeah.
If you watched Thursday's episode, you would know that we already gave out the Mortal Lock parlay. It is 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bing, bing.
These 4 legs, if they hit, will pay you $650. All you have to do, like, subscribe, leave a comment on the videos every week. It is
roll,
easy
guys.
as can
Come
be.
on.
So
Mario,
free.
who is 8 and 2
Destiny.
in Mortals, said he has a gut feel that we hit this.
Dream
week.
bet. Destiny.
I'm gonna
Destiny week.
I'm just gonna recap the picks. You got the over 45 in the Wisconsin Indiana game.
Love it.
Ohio State Tate's game of the month.
Game of the month.
Love it.
Minus
GOTM.
18.5. You have the over 54 Missouri-Georgia game
Yep.
from
Bang.
Ryan.
Love that.
And Mario, 8 and 2 in Mortal Locks, gave the over 54 Texas A&M and Mississippi.
Best bet we give out on the entire show.
Yep, if these
Mario's
hit
mortal.
$650,
Free.
Tate,
Just do it. Come on.
remind the people one more time what they need to do.
I think you need to give a like for Mario's Game of the Year.
Bang.
You need to comment for my Game of the Month. You need to subscribe because Tyler needs to get over 50% so we can all be over 50%. And then share with a friend and turn that notification bell on, baby.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because you're getting $650.
Ding.
Come
Ding.
on. Parlay, baby. Let's go.
Bang.
Boom.
I love dings. And dong. Ding
Big
dong.
week.
Ding
Let's
dong, ding
go.
dong.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Good luck on all your bets this
Let's
week.
go, baby.
We'll see you on the pod next week.